pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's go, let's go.
You thirsty? Okay.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up.
Hey, don't still bug me for something to drink.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On second down, Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Hold on, here I come.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at the 18. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Bears take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And some room to run now. And all the way down to the 29.
Yeah, y'all want to hear something crazy?
All the way down to the Cowboys' 29-yard line. Well, welcome to the party.
Let's just say, hey, Nate.
How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Let's just say.
So now then, the big play has
like your homeboy, man, your closest home, your best friend, right? Y'all grew up, y'all both had sisters. It's a funny story, ain't nothing deep.
Hey.
It's actually kind of funny, man. So look,
set up to throw.
My mama brother and my daddy was best friends. You know this, Weezy. They was best friends, so both of them had sisters. I guess they had a pack going up where neither one of them was gonna talk to each other's sisters. So my old dude ended up marrying my uncle's sister, my mama, and they got a divorce because you know my old dude cheating on her, right? So my uncle This dude stop fucking my old dude. I'm talking about this nigga right now sitting on his deathbed. My daddy was like, man, yeah, man, I want to come see you. That nigga say no. That nigga is not fucking with him to his deathbed.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes back.
Man, that nigga still ain't fucking with my old. They was best friends growing up, bro. My uncle still ain't fucking with my old dude. Like, nigga, nah. I still don't fuck with you. On his deathbed, that nigga got stage 4 lung cancer. Nah, I'm cool.
Back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
That's like some stink meaning type shit.
They will run for the first time.
I still don't fuck with you, nigga.
Met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one.
Dude, that nigga still ain't fucking with him. Nigga, this been over 30 years ago.
It's caught by Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
What's up?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
Man, the kids be so thirsty.
The nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play.
Okay, I was like, I don't know why you want to go fuck with them nice people.
Come on.
It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 44 yards.
Shit, I can see if your ass was like a 90-something, Nate. Your ass a 77 up there running up on them niggas, man.
And he'll lose yardage.
Your ass a 77 running up on them niggas, man. You need to find you some nice balls or something. Some low niggas to play with.
Lose 1 or 2.
What's your big dude? Ain't your big dude in the 90s? You want to go get your big and I go get my cord?
2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
What's that? Oh, you talking about that 2K?
Amari Cooper, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That's how I did with that Madden. I said that's how I did that Madden.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
That's what baby stop playing. They gonna cheat.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive.
You out of there,
just
Nate?
past the 30-yard line.
You out of there, huh?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They coming back out with college football.
Drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Because
that
when
ain't gonna happen. Touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
In California,
points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
about time. They should have been paying that. Ed O'Bannon.
2nd and 12. Hauling it in, Nelson.
What did you say?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
It's one button you just love to press.
First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
A gain of 12. And the Bears first down.
Break. 7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
On the double. 50, Mike, 50. Check. Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You. Fine.
They'll set up a throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner.
We'll see.
When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So after the INT,
Ain't you already asked Google whatever?
Gonna take a shot for Gallup. This is caught at the 20. A big play here for the Cowboys. 52 yards. Excellent execution.
What'd you say? You got it off Amazon?
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
And cut your TV on and shit.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey,
Mahomes now on first down.
But it just go ahead and play music and answer questions and shit.
Intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense
I'm joining back up with
they were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance.
That's what game is more.
That mythological thing that we do. If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda, balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
In the Madden game. Shit, this other league I'm in.
Got it. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Chicago.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. 2nd and 15. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I was on the court with KP, and them niggas just squatted up, though.
The chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Smash
without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their
push
blitzes,
it, mash
or their athletic ability just takes over.
Mix it for it, smooth it, fluid, yeah. You see him mix it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now back to throw. Caught by Montgomery. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to float this one. And that's caught inside the 35. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play here for Dallas. 66 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go, baby.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
2nd and 11. That's complete to Turner. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And the Bears first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find Turner. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This quarterback now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Nelson. A very solid gain of 27. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Come in,
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 218, chop. Check.
Man, I know when they got my goal for bed now.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ready up. 50, Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant. Check.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Punching it in from a yard away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
You be knowing this control like plug.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
He not turn the control off. As soon as he press the button, I'm in heaven.
And start over.
This is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Food, I'm going chips. They wouldn't have had that.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three.
That's it, man. Man, you got to chill. Leave me alone.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
60 Pittsburgh. Protein spill. Hey, Foxtrot.
Second and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
I didn't even show you how much your endorsement checks is no more.
On the ready. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Man, I got you. Snap.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
I might go to that one for what time the game is.
Huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
Ready?
And now a carry here for their fullback. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Second and 9 now. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, man, it don't seem like they gave me nothing from them endorsements.
Here we go. 50 play. Come on now. Fight.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. He's at the 50, the 40, and he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
I still ain't won this game yet, Nick.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
3 bucks. Watch the edge.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's Mahomes. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. Sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that.
Who's going to be at the board tonight?
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Roquan Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I ain't seen. He posted it today.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 14.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
This is taken at the 18.
Now I should have kept my goal.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Oh, you got deep? 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab.
Beat they motherfucking ass like I did.
Good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
I done did some type of double clutch bullshit.
Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Hello.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. He may try and run for this. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Here we go. On play action, they'll throw.
Let's go sleep.
Jackson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. On first down, Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Got blood over here, too. You want to smoke?
Second and 14.
Got blood over here. That's weed over here, too. You want to smoke?
It's caught by Jackson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play changes the complexion of the first and 10 just outside the 30.
I'm about to say we might go over it today.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On second down, it's Cohen. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Bears on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They try again with Cohen, and they'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he can't hold me.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
What dunk package you got? What badges you got? What finishing badges you got? One cooking.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like
that country ass nigga need to take the long way around next time. Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Going to take a shot for Gallup.
Come on, man.
Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Mahomes.
There
goes a deep ball, end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And it's 3 o'clock already.
Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They go play action here on first down.
Come on, man. Throw the
Down
ball.
he goes, back at the 8-yard line. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Get down.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And it's squaring X.
Ready. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
I'm sure going to get that in the
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And
it's like fucking the up with that.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Get shit out of here. Travel lane.
To throw is Mahomes.
Man, what I missed yesterday.
Up with Michael Gallup. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Who he soon?
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist.
This shit out of here, nigga.
Mahomes going to throw it here.
That nigga say his damn
Is
self.
it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
Fuck, he gets fired
Amari
from,
Cooper, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Rush in.
How much taboo win was she sued?
Mahomes to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're trying to dial up like 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
That is
Get the fuck out of here.
Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Good pass.
Amari Cooper with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
We got this.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Damn. Murder.
54 Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check. Alert 3. Alert 3.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Here I came, lock it. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Slam.
Right. Go with the motherfucking fan the most.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I wonder how did they get fired from there, probably being late or something stupid. What's up?
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Tekashi 6'9".
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Tekashi 6'9".
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Cowboys, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Chicago, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7.
Give me a break.
And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Murder.